Congratulations. You must feel pretty good to get a win for that group, that sort of odd group that played really hard all night.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was. There's guys over there. You're just trying to find some combinations. It was they had a couple bigs. They went small. We went small. It was kind of all kinds of stuff going on as far as who was in the game. But you're right. That group kind of, part of the second unit and part of the first there really had a nice long run. I would imagine their plus minus looks pretty good. Yeah, as it does. Aaron plus 20, Yuta plus 18. Those guys wouldn't maybe think they were that big of a factor in the game, but obviously they were.
Oftentimes, you might call a timeout in that final situation. Then you let Gary run it up and take the shot. Was that because of the flow of the game and the guys out there, or what's the reasoning behind that?
Well, those are tough. I think it's like if it's a rebound where, maybe you're facing the other direction, Doug, or something. Gary caught that thing, the rebound facing the open floor. Yeah. I almost called it, right? Because, it's always kind of bang, bang. You're making a split-second decision there, but I thought he got the rebound facing the right direction, and I looked up, and there was 5.3 or something, and I figured, well, here we go. We're just going to have plenty of time to get it up there and get a shot, and, it's a tough one, right? Because sometimes, that doesn't go in, and you guys are all over me about not taking the timeout. But sometimes when you take the timeout, it's tough. It's a tough grind to get open, and they're set, and they're back, and they're switching, and they put their best defenders in. Whatever they want to do, there's lots of reasons not to take it, and at least we got fortunate. Listen, that was fortunate that happened that way. But we're due. We were due one of those to go in. I've been saying that for a while, so heads up. I say look out.
Yeah, thanks very much, Nick, as always. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Doug.
We'll go to Mike.
Hey, Nick. Wanted to ask you about the decision to go with Bembry, sort of as your starting point, if you call him that, over Malachi. What went into that? Was it Russell? Was it mostly that?
Well, prior to the game, it was Beal was supposed to be coming back too, Mike.
Yeah.
We could have done some. I didn't really want to give Malachi his first start against one of those two guys. So we had prepared yesterday and today that way. And then when Beal was out, there was a chance to switch it back, but we'd already kind of prepared that way. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I mean, it worked out, and Malachi played great in that role, but I didn't think that group, for whatever reason, they got up to a bad start, and they got off to a bad start in the second half, too. So, I don't know. I guess maybe it worked out, I guess. And Malachi had a great game, so it was good to see him, play whatever. He played virtually starters minutes tonight, and that's what I was planning anyway, that he would play virtually starters minutes, but is really, really – packing the box score there, right? 4 steals, a couple blocks, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. I mean, really, really good game by him.
And he seemed really assertive tonight, far more assertive than we've seen him all year.
Yeah. And I think, again, Mike, we've asked him to really start attacking the rim, right? And he's just got to be more aggressive, like right up the floor when he sees an opening. He's got to shoot in there, and he doesn't have to shoot. He can keep his dribble alive. You see guys – Nash out, Steve Nash, just keep the thing alive, but he's got to be aggressive that way, and that is huge. That if he can, blast through there and get a few layups here and there, that goes a long way to helping our offense.
All right, congrats, Nick. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll go to Josh.
Hey, Nick. Gary hasn't even been a Raptor for a couple weeks. He's already had some big moments, some big scoring nights, the career high, and then tonight. Have you learned anything about him, either as a person or as a player, in terms of how he kind of steps up to these moments?
Well, I think he's got some scoring in him, Josh. He obviously can shoot the 3. He's got a little shake to get inside the line when they run him off. He's got a little one-on-one ability as well. I think there's some. There's so much room for growth there, Josh. I mean, he's still like. And understandably, it's not easy to come in and try to learn like a new system. So he still doesn't know a lot of the sets or the wrinkles or the counters. So he's just kind of out there playing. And defensively, again, I think it's a whole new new thing for him. So we've got to just keep working on him and get him to where he needs to be on the help side and good. But I like the scoring for sure. I like the desire on defense. I like the feet on defense, and then we just got to get him kind of up to speed as quick as we can.
In those last few minutes there, Fred was standing on the sideline with you and the coaches. I'm sure you'd rather have him on the court, but what was it like having him on the bench with you guys today? It looked like he was chipping in.
Yeah, he was great, Josh. Really, he was. He was really positive, motivating the guys. Really good. I thought his voice and stuff on the timeouts and when guys were coming off the floor and all that stuff was a real positive influence. That was nice to see.
Great. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you so much for watching Trending Sports News on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll be